Welcome, guys. Welcome back with some more Nikke, and let's get to it, right? Well, big day for Nikke. It's a big day, big stream as well here over on Twitch, and oh yeah, there she is. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, guys, so welcome back to Goddess of Victory Nikke. So part 2 of the A Dragon Saga has just dropped. And gonna get to it today. So I'm very excited to see what is going on with it. And I'm sorry, Rupee. Not today. Not today with the shop. Okay, so first things first. Obviously dailies. I didn't do them. So please excuse me. I'm gonna be doing this really quick. Okay, guys. Well, without further ado, let's head into the A Dragon Saga. Because I'm excited to see where this turns out now. Let's get it. Okay, welcome back. We are in the Winter World. Or should I say in the a simulated universe. Because technically that's where we are, actually. We're in like a simulated universe that's like portrayed through Guillotine's nymph. That's what I was saying. I'm like, I feel why Guillotine is seeing everything this way when she was hooked up to that system was because of you know how Guillotine's personality is. You know what I mean? She's like a shinobi. Wait, no, not shinobi. Oh my gosh, how do you pronounce the word again? Shinobi. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to look this up now. I'm gonna have to re-look what that word was again. I know what it is too. Like, I know what the word is too. It's like not a shinobi. Let me look this up right now, in fact, so while this plays out. Oh, that was quick. Hold up. I'm still gonna look it up. It's gonna bother me if I don't get this right. Where is it? Come on, phone. Don't be, like, messing up on me right now. I don't got time for this shit. I don't got time for you to be fucking with me right now. Oh, look at that. The bonfire's lit. I actually never noticed that. Oh. I never noticed that, in fact. Sorry, my phone was having a heart attack trying to load. Oh, yeah, let me do the minigame. Gotta do that. Chrome isn't responding my ass. Where is it? I don't even know how to spell the word, but it's like, I know what the word is, you know? That's the thing. Like, I know what the word is. Chunibu. Chunibu. Guys, doing my best to pronounce it. Basically, that's how Guillotine is. If you know what I'm talking about. That's what I'm trying to pronounce the word-wise with it. Shinibu? God, I wish I could pronounce that. I used to be able to know how to pronounce that word. Anyway, let me go do this really quick. So yeah, that's like basically more or less what Guillotine's personality's like. That's how she sees everything. So this is why her world in this simulated world looks like it. Looks like, you know, with magic and dungeons. Don't want to stay in one place too long because that laser decides to fire. That was a bad place to be. Oh my god. Hey, no, bitch! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, come on. Yeah, definitely by— oh shit. That was not good. That was too early to use a heal. Oh, I can't get it now. Damn it. I can't believe I ran into that. Fucking hell, man. What is wrong with me? Yeah. Well, this isn't like an official run for me going for it. I'm just doing it for the daily. Oh, I can't believe that happened still. Come on, I'm better than this. What am I doing? This isn't good. Not good, not good. Oh my gosh. These damn logs. Okay, that was not a good run, but it was just for the daily. Okay, I'm gonna take it more seriously when obviously after reset happens. I'll take it more seriously. Okay, let's go to the story. Did I get everything done that I had to get done? Playing this. Okay, guys. Now that I officially got it done. So, welcome back to Ice Dragon Saga. We're gonna hop straight into the second part of this story. Because it did unlock, it said. So, because it said the 11th, and it is the 11th. So, where is the story at? Let me see. Wait a minute. You're lying to me. It said the 11th, right? It said the 11th. You're lying to me. Yeah, the 11th. Oh, it's that reset time. Okay. Well, okay, we got less than, actually, 11 minutes. So we can wait the 11 minutes out, actually. Okay, anyway, guys, let's hop into it. Let's go into the story. Ice Dragon Saga Part 2. I'm very, very excited for this. Welcome to Ice Dragon Saga Part 2. We're going to hop into it now. Let's see what it is all about. And last we left off with Maiden going outside to see what the ruckus was about. And also, said it earlier too, how she said she put in a memory wipe for Ingrid to happen. We don't necessarily know what even led to it. It's just that she said that she didn't feel like she belonged or something like that. It's basically what she was saying, and obviously I still don't even know why she thinks that way. But we're about to find out. So, let's do it.
Are you asking me to be your companion?
Yeah, volume.
Get this party started! Just leave it to me.
My hand like twitched.
Preparation finished.
My hand twitched. I don't know what that was about, but it did.
If you wish it so, Prince, I shall gladly oblige. I can sing anytime.
Okay, let's get to it. Okay.
A mass shooting took place in the city last night around 9 p.m. Current reports state that 8 citizens were killed and more than 20 seriously injured. Citizens have gathered at the scene to voice their anger. The Nikke responsible for the massacre was disposed of on the spot. But it does not seem that the outrage of the protesters who have gathered on the streets will subside anytime soon. At the same time, additional protests led by certain Nikke phobia groups are causing further damage.
There you are.
Let's go back. Guillotine?
Ingrid. This is because of me. I hesitated, and Chloe got hurt, and people died. I knew that Nikke was irregular, and anything she said was complete gibberish. I knew that, and yet I still hesitated. Now look at what's happened. Innocent people are dead, and there's panic in the streets. And Chloe, my only friend, was injured, and I'm the one to blame. This is all my fault. All of it.
Guillotine, I told you. It's time to go back.
Go back? Go back to where? To Extrinsic? Back to the old routine? I couldn't even complete the one mission assigned to me. I wasn't able to protect the only friend I had left. Now there's nothing left for me. What do I have to go back to?
So then, will you remain standing still? Will you not move forward?
I told you. There's nothing left for me. Where would I go? For what?
Stop babbling and answer my question, Gio.
Guillotine hastily rises and bangs her head into the suit of armor.
It's an enemy ambush! Wait, was that you, partner? Don't worry. This body of mine is...
Just then, Guillotine stops, realizing that she is being held in the armored knight's arms.
It's just... How should I say this? Don't you think we're a bit close for comfort? Of course it doesn't bother me at all. I'm only pointing it out in case you're uncomfortable. What the? What's going on out there?
Ice barrier. Everybody knows not to fight in certain safe zones, villages included. Gamers these days don't even follow the basic rules. So uneducated. Don't they care about getting shadow banned?
The Big O was conceived under oppression, grew in the cradle of discrimination, and will one day fall into the grave of destruction. This is karma. Basic rules? Those aren't important to me. I will do as my heart pleases.
Wow. That's the kind of nonsense I usually expect to hear from Guillotine.
Maiden. Oh, right, you're called Ice Rose in this world, aren't you?
No. You must have me confused with another mage.
Fine. Titles aren't that important anyway. Maiden, you have something that Lord Mustang of the Four Heavenly Kings wants. If you don't hand over the hero, then we will take them by force.
I'd like to see you try. You better be prepared, though. The only one who has ever gone up against me and won is Psy Control.
The moon is beautiful. The night is still long. Spend a bit more time with me, please.
Commander?
Move, maiden. Speed is power. Have you ever been cut at the speed of light, Sakura?
Death comes instantaneously. Charging down from the second floor of the inn, Guillotine cuts down Sakura in one swift strike.
I won't forgive anyone who disrupts the ball.
Damn. Guess she was taken out the game already. Jeez. So I'm assuming that was a past memory of Guillotine's. She mentioned someone called Chloe. I wonder if maybe that was Guillotine's old partner? Maybe. Then again, she said she wasn't in an extrinsic squad. I'm trying to pronounce it.
That should sort things out.
You're not too bad at fighting, Commander. Is that so? It looks to me like we could clear the final boss even without Guillotine. How about you and I stay back and watch the ending unfold? Just the two of us. Jeez, talk about giving me the cold shoulder. Well, Sakura mentioned something about Lord Mustang and 4 Heavenly Kings. The 4 Heavenly Kings. When you acquire the ultimate weapon in a game, there's usually a corresponding event where you encounter an enemy to test it on. The fact I didn't anticipate such a common series of events is a serious dent to my gaming cred.
Are you saying those enemies attacked because we attained the Hero's Sword?
Don't worry too much. Those 4 Heavenly Kings that came barging in are merely a test of our power. Once we defeat one of them, more will appear. That was the weakest amongst us. My power level is over 9,000!
Dude. I would say it, but I'm not. Dragon Ball Z.
Those are rookie numbers. Mine's over 530,000! They'll be spouting off all sorts of nonsense like these. Anyway, we only have one more day to complete our mission. We have to get a move on. We will defeat the 4 Heavenly Kings and take down the final boss in one fell swoop. Should we first direct our attacks at the Heavenly King who attacked the village? Good question.
If it's the 4 Heavenly Kings, they're probably at the association. I've been hearing strange voices coming from there for a while now. Stuff like... entertainment!
That was her impression of Mustang. Let me hear that again.
Entertainment!
Oh wow, if only Harps was here to hear that one.
Entertainment!
No doubt about it.
So it's the hedonistic Dance King.
The Dance King?
As a fellow destruction type, I'm not so compatible with him.
Sure, that's why. Before we leave, I want to confirm something. Guillotine, are you back to normal?
What do you mean?
Yep, you're back to normal, all right. I'd like to remind you once again, do not use the lethal eye anymore. Got it?
But what if we're in danger?
Don't make me repeat myself.
I'll consider your proposal.
Ugh.
Just a minute, everyone.
It's like, can we go now?
You must be exhausted after that battle. You can rest here. I'll bring you something to eat. Maiden, didn't you say we were in a hurry?
We certainly are. We need to leave right away.
Sorry, Emma. But duty calls. Oh? They all took off again, and so quickly. Well then, wishing you all a safe adventure.
Oh, Emma, she means well,
Way
but...
to the association. various skirmishes are taking place. One of which is a battle that gets on everyone's nerves.
I thought I told you to get lost. Stop loitering around here.
Jeez. Aren't you being a bit harsh?
I'm sorry, but I gotta say, it's always Moran. Sorry.
Don't you know that I just got here? Now it's finally my time to shine. I can't just pack up and leave without doing anything.
You're so annoying. We aren't a part of the hero's party.
All you're doing is wasting time. That's why everyone thinks you're a moron.
What?
Judge, if I may, I'd ask you to leave this moron to me. You can handle the rest.
I keep telling you that I'm not a judge.
Elsewhere, a battle of exceeding awkwardness is taking place.
What the? How are you still alive? I thought all of Laplace's companions were killed.
What a silly question to ask! That's because I'm no heroic accomplice, but a villain!
Come again?
All of you posers, stop trying to act like villains and get lost! I've decided to claim this place for myself!
What are you talking about? Anyway, you've taken this a step too far. Come at me. I'll take you on.
I hope you're ready, Privity. Me? Didn't you say before that you could take a thug like that down by yourself?
When did I ever say that? They seem pretty peeved.
Huh, don't worry. I'll deal with them. All you need to focus on is casting your magic spell.
Magic spell? I'm not sure if I want to do that.
Then you leave me no choice, Privity. If you fail to live up to what this world expects of you, you will soon fall into the clutches of the Big O.
Okay, I'll do it. Become tastier. Hoochie, hoochie.
That's more like it. All right, let's go take on Rosanna.
Thanks to the adventurers who bravely opposed the Big O, Guillotine and her party are able to reach the Association unencumbered. Once there, they encounter the first of the 4 Heavenly Kings.
Ah, so you're finally here! I've been waiting for all of you!
Sorry. Oh my goodness. I don't know what the hell just happened just now. It's like, is anybody taking this fight seriously? What was that? Yo, I'm gonna totally go back to like Privity's line that she did. Oh, look who it is. There they all are. I like to read their little conversations they got going on. Her stats increased from that too. So I'm assuming that she's a support role. Poor Moran though. She just never gets any respect, even in the even in the simulator world that Guillotine conjured up from her nymph. Oh, there she is. Just reading little dialogues. I love reading their dialogues, so... It's a shame that Harpy isn't here to see this. He would have loved this. Don't worry, Harpy. You can watch it on my, when I upload it to YouTube. Okay, let's get to it.
Give me your command. I can feel it. The call of fate.
That Coochie Woochie thing that Privity said. I can go back and replay that, right? Oh yeah, I can. How cute they are. Okay, let's hop into it. Oh. I didn't know what was going on. It's like nobody was taking the fight seriously. That's why I was laughing. Like, I was trying not to laugh. I was holding it back. I think the only serious moment was when Sakura and Guillotine were there. But that was over in a matter of seconds.
The sound of the song of victory is here.
You gotta love the Christmas events, right? I love them. I was gonna plan on redoing also the second, well, the one from last year as well, just to, you know, cover it again, because I really enjoyed that one. In fact, okay, I'm gonna let them talk.
Allow me to make one proposition. As you know, only one day remains until the winter's bane reigns in totality. Everyone will freeze to death. And the perfect new world under the controlled total of the Big O will be born! Should you interfere with my plans, damnation is all that awaits you.
Mustang, the hedonistic dance king himself. I ask you, do you truly think such threats will work on me, Guillotine de Mephisto?
Okay then, I shall grant you mercy. This time, I will push me adorable girls back and take you down one by one myself!
Are you saying you're going to fight honorably? Very well. We will send out one of our party as well. I'll even let you choose.
Guillotine. I would suggest hitting him hard and then launching an all-out attack once he's knocked down.
What? A hero such as I would never stoop so low. Now tell me, Mustang, who shall be your first opponent?
The knight in armor, avance! Yes, you shall be my first adversary!
You sound like you've been looking forward to this.
Such courageous, truly fitting for one who is a hero's companion. Maintenant, you and I shall commencer the dance battle!
Up, down, left, and right. Mustang, the Heavenly King, dances his elaborate dance under the moonlight.
And that brings my dance to a close! Now, it's your turn. Can you measure up?
Come on, partner. You can do it. I have faith in you.
What the hell is this? I don't know which one should I pick here. The complicated one, too?
Did you think I wouldn't know? How dare you try to use such dangerous techniques in a sacred dance battle? I shall never pardon you for this!
At that very moment, the blast of an electric guitar rings out from deep inside the association.
I was trying to kill some time until my next performance, but I couldn't watch this poor showing any longer.
What? Take me on, young lady! You will face me!
Sure. You okay with that, manager? Exactly what I was thinking. Alright, time to end this.
Let's see you try this on for size! For this is my best dance! And
left, right, up, left, and right. Down, up, right, and again right. Mustang performs an even flashier and more entertaining dance.
Now, it's your turn. Can you follow that one?
Screw this. It's like I always say. Shoot first, ask questions later.
Did he just shoot Mustang?
I've been beaten.
Well, I got my thumbnail, but damn. Okay, she just straight up shot him. Oh man, this art. I mean, makes me want to even go for the mission pass. He just straight up shot him.
This is real life, not child's play.
You dastardly! Other heavenly kings stronger than me will soon appear. As strong as I am, I'm the weakest amongst us all. Until 10 months.
Well, that was a bit anticlimactic.
I told him we'd give him a fair fight.
Thanks. Really, thank you.
Don't thank me just yet. There are still remnants of the Big O in the village. Wait here a moment. I'll take care of it.
There's no need for that. Now that Mustang has fallen, the adventures in our association can mop up the rest. The most important thing right now is the Winter's Bane. As the Heavenly King said, there's only one day left. After that, the Winter's Bane will cover the entire world. Guillotine, our hero! The adventurers will protect the village. So you must go defeat the White Ice Dragon and end the Winter's Bane. Most pressingly, you must bring this story to its most satisfying conclusion. One that Chloe can accept. One which Chloe finds fulfilling. A long time has passed since this story began. You're prepared to deliver the best ending for Chloe, are you not?
I'm not ready.
Could you not mumble in front of everyone? It brings back some bad memories.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, I will show you all the way to the Demon King's castle. North of our village, there's a portal created by the hero Laplace is contained in Maxwell. If you take that portal, you will be transported directly in front of the Demon King's castle. I will open up the portal so you can use it.
So it's a shortcut. Got it.
The only thing is that not everyone can enter the Demon King's castle. Only those possessing the courage to move forward may gain access. Keep that in mind.
No, manager. I'll look for Vestia on my own. You don't have to concern yourself with her. I was planning on staying behind in the village to do some mopping up anyway. They're the ones who ruined my stage, so I've got to deal with them personally. Once I'm finished here, Vestia and I will join up with you. You can head straight to the Demon King's castle. Understand?
Commander, we don't have much time left. Let's do as Volume says.
Don't worry about me. Worry about yourselves. You're the ones heading straight into the Lion's Den.
Defeat the White Ice Dragon and save the world from destruction. As the hero and her retinue set out for the Demon King's castle, they feel the burden of their tremendous mission. Even though they all know exactly how the journey would end.
I love how it makes those noises.
Time to sing not on stage, but on the battlefield.
So they're gonna meet us at the castle, I'm assuming then. Yeah, I didn't expect it to turn out that way. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Anyone need a potion?
It was different, I'll say. I just didn't expect it to turn out that way.
What a blessing!
The party travels through the portal and finds themselves in a village completely frozen over by the winter's bane. It clearly illustrates that they are one step closer to the White Ice Dragon in the Demon King's castle, and that the end of the story is drawing near.
A world where everything is frozen. What a desolate place.
Painfully so.
Huh? Do you see that over there? Is that some kind of light?
The party eventually reaches a place with a bonfire. Or more precisely, a rifle which has been propped in the ground is belching fire from the barrel. Beside the fire is Exia, sitting in a plastic chair.
A plastic chair.
Exia?
I thought you'd gone into hiding after our first meeting. So this is where you've been.
Ah, so it's you. El Telema Solos. So you've come to this place for the White Ice Dragon.
Take a look at this, Exia. These are my companions. Contrary to what you said, I am not without companions.
Unfortunately for you, utterly bereft of companions, you are fated to die in loneliness.
You're still blabbering about that?
This is a world based on Guillotine's nymph. So, that's not Exia. At least, not the Exia I know. All right, Exia. First things first. If we sit by the bonfire, will you enhance our stats?
Go. Go to the icebound Demon King's castle, where the source of this winter's bane resides. If you wish to be a hero, this is what you must do, even if you have no companions.
Exia?
Ah, so it's you. El Telema Solos.
Is this just another NPC that repeats the same few lines? Let's ignore her and move along.
Before that, May I offer a suggestion? Before we head into the Demon King's castle, we should at least discuss a method to defeat the White Ice Dragon. Don't you think?
Wow, you're learning. Well, since our goal is a flawless no-death run, it's only right that we discuss how to defeat the White Ice Dragon in advance. We'll also need to figure out a few safety measures, since we need to finish the raid without anyone bowing out prematurely.
The battle hasn't even begun, and I can feel my blood starting to boil. So, Maiden, what should I do?
What you need to do is simple. Just don't use the lethal eye.
What?
Do you remember what happened both times after you've used it recently?
How could I forget? Every time after I've used it, I wake up in the inn. Hold on. Don't tell me.
That's right.
So that's what's been going on. In the past, I sealed the one-winged Dark Lord away in my right eye. Afterwards, I have used its power to defeat evil, but without breaking the seal entirely. Every time I have unleashed that power, I have felt it. I have felt the one-winged Dark Lord biding its time, waiting for a moment of weakness from me. Waiting for the day when the seal is broken to take control of my body. No wonder I felt the power in my eye become stronger since coming to this world. It was all the work of the one-winged Dark Lord.
So, if you keep using the lethal eye, the seal may end up breaking?
You pick things up quickly, Ice Rose, as expected of you. Indeed, if I unleash the full power contained within this eye of mine, the seal will be broken. And the one-winged Dark Lord will take over my body.
Ugh. You fabricating wild stories like that is why all this happened in the first place. I'm so tired.
Oh no. Now you're interested in the one-winged Dark Lord as well, partner. It seeks to create a world ruled by silence. It is an evil entity, and it will eliminate anything that stands in its way.
All the more reason not to use your eye. What do you plan to do if the one-winged Dark Lord assumes complete control? You're a member of Extrinsic as well, Guillotine. When we say that our targets are irregulars, that doesn't refer only to corrupted Nikkes, but to any and all Nikkes that pose a threat to the Ark. And it's safe to say that the one-winged Dark Lord could be considered such a threat.
So, if the demon does indeed possess me completely, I must ask of you.
Huh?
To ensure that the world does not fall into chaos, you must carry out your duty, Maiden. If I am consumed by the one-winged Dark Lord, and I become an irregular, you must eliminate me and become a hero of the Ark.
A hero of the Ark. And what about me? What if I become an irregular? Would you do what has to be done, Guillotine?
Of course I would. All extrinsic members must distinguish between professional and personal affairs. I must keep my composure and do what must be done for the sake of the Ark. I will follow the orders that are given to me.
I see.
However, you will not become an irregular.
No one can say that for sure.
No. I'll make sure that it doesn't happen. Even if I have to sacrifice this body, I will make sure you never become an irregular. Maiden, you will not become an irregular.
Guillotine, why are you always willing to do so much for me?
Aw, it's almost enough to get you wet around the eyeballs. Rust buckets these days. They'll say just about anything, apparently. You better watch out. How does folk like you dare to look me in the eye? Suin of the 4 Heavenly Kings.
Of all the times to run into one of these guys. We don't have time for this. If this keeps up, Guillotine will.
The armored knight draws his giant sword and slams it into the ground, sending ice shards scattering everywhere. At the same time, a towering wall of ice forms between the armored knight and the rest of the team members.
Commander? But... All right. I won't let you down. Let's go, Guillotine.
Hey, are you sure about this? It seems you're awfully cocky after facing Mustang. But he was the weakest among us. Unlike him, my power level is over 9,000.
Mating called it.
No, wait. I mean, 530,000. Do you really think you can take me on by yourself?
Sorry.
Huh? What have I taught you?
Okay, well, face off with Suin. I'm sure that the commander doesn't mind it either, considering what the fuck happened in the main story, right? All the shit that she's done. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna read what they gotta say. As always. What does she say here? What does that mean, though? El Talamasulos?
I can feel it. The call of fate. A frigid world. One of foreboding and desolation.
What's going on here? They're just running. Who's near the statue? Looks like citizens. I love how they're running around. Okay, let's get to it.
Are you ready to set off on our adventure, partner? Are you ready to set off on our adventure, partner?
I sure am.
Partner, give me your command. A frigid world. One of foreboding and desolation.
I wonder if this will, like, open and we can go into it.
Partner, I can feel it. The call of fate.
Well, we're getting close to it. To the, well... I should have this completed. Let's see.
Commencing battle.
Let me recharge my mana.
Since I am saving my gems now more than anything at this point, I think what I'm gonna do is I'll just wait for the reset time to happen, you know, for tomorrow. And by tomorrow, I should finish this up, right?
Adventure starts now.
Or in like the next 2 videos that I have. Because it's like 5, right? So I think there's 12 stages. So yeah, it would be 5 for tomorrow. And then, well, obviously the last 2 stages would be where it would finish. Oh yeah, see, yeah, I was correct. Okay.
The hero, Guillotine, and Maiden arrive at the entrance of the Demon King's castle. Before them stands a towering castle gates, encased in great chunks of ice. Thanks to the help of their companions, their journey is reaching its final stage.
Once we pass through these gates, it's the final boss. Are you ready, Guillotine?
Well,
Lead the way.
Me?
With our current loadout, it makes sense to have you in the front and me in the rear.
Okay. I'll take the lead. Phew.
After nervously staring at the castle gates for a while, Guillotine tightly shuts her eyes and moves forward. When she does, she hits her forehead on a chunk of ice.
Ouch!
You okay, Guillotine?
What is this thing?
She tries again to move forward, but
Ouch! I think there's been some kind of mistake. How can a hero be unable to even enter the castle? I've never heard of such a thing. What is going on?
Guillotine punches the gate, slashes it with her sword, and charges at it with full force. But nothing she does affects the immovable chunks of ice.
Don't worry, Maiden. If we just keep working at it, surely...
Remember what the village chief said earlier? The entrance to the Demon King's castle only opens for those with the courage to move forward. Guillotine, are you afraid of the white ice dragon that lies beyond these gates?
There's no use trying to hide it. Yes, it's as you say.
I see.
But that doesn't mean we've hit a wall. There must be some other way to enter this place.
Guillotine, you stay here.
What?
You've experienced some very horrifying things, so it's only natural that you're unable to go on. I'm in the same situation myself.
You mean you feel the same way?
Do you remember the last mission that we had together?
I remember. We were tasked with apprehending the Electric Shock Squad, who had orchestrated a terrorist attack inside the Ark, and handing them over to the central government.
That's right. That day, I disobeyed orders and handed Trony over to Alec. You remember what happened then? I was put on indefinite probation for insubordination. As for Trony and Alec, they were handed over to the MMR and had their memories wiped. No longer was I allowed to be an agent for the central government. I ruined everything, and I've been spinning my wheels ever since. So, I decided to blot out the negative experience. To me, that was the only way that I could move forward again. The higher-ups told me that if I had my memory erased, they would let me continue to carry out missions as part of Extrinsic.
What? Maiden, that's...
I will defeat the White Ice Dragon for you. It's time to rid yourself of that which terrifies you. I can help you achieve that. The last thing I want to say is thank you for letting me enjoy such a great adventure.
Maiden passes through the gate and enters the Demon King's castle. Guillotine attempts to follow her, but... as before, the gates do not let her pass. And so, the journey of the hero Guillotine ends here. Guillotine has no idea how the story will continue. She only arrived in front of the Demon King's castle, unable to enter. And so, our poor, pitiable hero was unable to bring the story to a satisfying conclusion. thereby leaving her precious Chloe oh so disappointed. Isn't that right, Guillotine?
Why can't I do this? I want closure for this story. But now when I've nearly reached the end, I'm filled with fear.
You're still stuck here? Pathetic.
Ingrid?
The prelude to the battlefield has begun.
You took the aggro role for a second.
The sound of the song of victory is here!
The four Heavenly Kings didn't even have to do anything. You were destined to fall apart. The moment you reached the Demon King's castle. Thanks to you, the Winter's Bane will soon be complete. Because of your inaction, this world will perish. A hero who ended up bringing about an entire apocalypse. How tragic.
No. Maiden said she would defeat the White Ice Dragon. If she does that, the Winter's Bane will also...
Fool! You actually believe Maiden will defeat the White Ice Dragon. As we speak, Laplace is guarding the front of the castle. Maiden doesn't stand a chance against her. She'll never even reach the White Ice Dragon.
But why is Laplace...
After defeating Shifty and challenging the remaining four Heavenly Kings, Laplace was completely brainwashed by Sewin. Since ancient times, heroes have possessed bodies that are nearly invincible. As such, there are only a few means capable of harming such individuals. The hero's sword, the White Ice Dragon's breath, and the Lethal Eye, to name a precious few. And so, Guillotine, this story will end as a tragedy. By failing to defeat the White Ice Dragon, the Winter's Bane will engulf the world. And Maiden, unable to fulfill her final wish of helping you, will have her memory wiped. For Chloe. For Maiden. And for you, it will be the most tragic possible ending. That is where your story ends. So then, will you remain standing still? Will you not move forward?
Ingrid, I don't know. I'm the one who ruined this story, and I don't know how to rewrite it.
Stop prevaricating and answer my question. I ask you again. Will you stand still? Or will you move forward?
Thank you, Ingrid. Thank you for the reminder. I remember now where I decided to go that day and for what purpose.
Very good. Move forward. Nothing will stop you now.
You're not going to try and stop me?
If Maiden were here, I'm sure she'd say something along the lines of, one of the four Heavenly Kings will inevitably betray the others.
I even said it. I was like, is this gonna open up too? So I was correct about it. Okay, guys. And look who it is too. It's Laplace. So I was correct that that was gonna go down. Also, it seems like she was fighting her own demons this entire time. So, see, this is what I mean, what I love about what they do with these events. Because, like, overall, yes, it looks like, you know, a very fun go-to event, right? But there's always, like, a hidden meaning or something along the lines of what one of the Nikkes it focuses on.
Frigid world.
You know, something about their past or something they've done, so to say, that is reflected in it. And that's why I love like how Shift Up does that a lot of the times, because overall I would look at this coming on in, right? I'd be like, okay, so this is a really go-to fun, you know, little, you know, fantasy like event, right? However, this is pertaining to something of Guillotine's and her past along with Maiden. And the situation that Maiden referred to is actually back where they had Trony's debut, I believe, where they had that event story with her and Eleg, and I remember it too. It was when Trony discovered what the power source was behind the arc, and I believe that's what she was referring to, because she mentioned Trony there, so that's why like I immediately thought about that event. And Maiden did actually let her go, or let Eleg have Trony, so to say, and then so yeah, that's why when I was like remembering that, you know, one event happening, it went back, and I was kind of shocked that it, you know, they went back to a very old event that they had way back then.
Are you ready to set off on our adventure, partner?
Because that was quite a while ago too.
Adventure, partner?
Oh snap! What's that?
I can feel it. The call of fate.
What is this? It looks like what you would put in a music the music box actually. Yeah, it's like a key to like a music box, so to say. So Laplace was here the entire time then. Here we got the castle. Can we walk up this?
One of foreboding and desolation.
Oh no, we can't. Okay, I thought we could walk up there. Well, guys, I'm gonna wait till reset time happens for tomorrow, cause I am saving up my gems.
One of foreboding
or else if I had enough, like, you know, saved up, I would buy the extra turns. But you know, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it for another time. Well, actually, let me see. Give me a moment. Let me check really quick. Hold up. I think it's only 100 gems. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad, actually. Let me see.
A frigid world.
I'll make a decision here with it. It's only 100. You know what? I'll get it. I'll buy one. I'll buy one, though. I'll buy one, however. I'll buy one. We're going to continue with the event then.
I can feel it.
I'll buy this one. However, I'll wait till reset to finish up the event then entirely. But I'll do it this way. Okay, guys, let's hop back into the A Dragon Saga. We're going to make it up to stage 10. That's the goal for today. Let's do it.
Blizzard. My attacks are completely ineffective. I can't keep this up.
You dare block the path of a hero? I will burn it all!
I'm left with no choice. I have to use the Kododama.
You dare block the path of a hero? I will burn it.
Thankfully, I'm not too late.
Guillotine?
I'll take it from here, Ice Rose. You'll have your moment to shine soon enough.
I can't believe this.
Laplace, long time no see. No need to chit-chat. I, Guillotine de Mephisto, shall once again break the seal of the one-winged Dark Lord that slumbers within my eye.
No! Guillotine, don't!
Run wild, one-winged Dark Lord! Shine, ancient owl!
You dare block the...
And with that, I've proven that I am stronger than the previous hero.
I told you not to use the lethal eye!
Maiden, listen carefully. Do all the duties asked of you. As I said before, once I've been consumed by the one-winged Dark Lord, you must take me down and become the hero of the Ark. I've become an irregular. If you defeat me, you can resume your mission as part of the extrinsic squad. Simulation ending.
Guillotine!
Time to sing not on stage, but on the battlefield.
Let me recharge my mana.
Let me sit up and I'll be right up. Just a moment. I'll bring you my last gift.
You took the aggro role for a second. Looks like I've dealt the most damage.
Drop the beat!
Commander, our adventure starts now.
A frigid world, one of foreboding and desolation.
I always keep clicking the title for some reason. Well, what do you think's gonna happen? I don't know what's gonna happen.
It's time.
Did Guillotine really become an irregular? I don't think she has. I think she's on the verge of it, but I don't think she's completely become an irregular.
You took the aggro role for a second.
We won! What a blessing!
Hey, let's see.
Guillotine.
Orders are orders. Irregulars must be defeated. All irregulars must be eliminated.
If Guillotine becomes an irregular, you are the only Nikke who can do what must be done. If that situation comes, you will have to kill Guillotine yourself. Will you be able to do that, maiden?
I'm sorry. Embraced by freezing air. Get so warm inside. Oh, great Scatty. Cover the enemy in thine breath. Time it dust.
All irregulars must be eliminated.
Guillotine, there's something you forgot. I'm a battle mage. So now... Please, stop!
So then, would you join my party for an adventure? I want to enter the first dungeon, but no one will join me. Or rather, no one is good enough for me.
Stop!
I've been through hell since I was transported to this world. But looking back, it's been a blast. You guys were right. Adventuring is best done with people you connect with.
Enough!
However, you will not become an irregular. I'll make sure that it doesn't happen.
Oh, she's crying.
Even if I have to sacrifice this body, I will make sure you never become an irregular.
Stop it!
I'm sorry. Are you hurt?
This is...
What is going on here?
Thanks in advance.
So she appears as a black mist then?
Frozen sun.
Or is that just her memories? Like,
You took the aggro role for a second.
so what is this supposed to represent then? Like, this was like the real world that they were in.
How do I look now, pretty?
I'm still trying to understand the way it's being portrayed here.
I'm sorry. Are you hurt?
Huh?
Oh, so this is Chloe.
You seem quite surprised. I suppose that's to be expected. You just saw the Grim Reaper incarnate. I strike fear in the hearts of Nikkes. It's natural to be afraid. Just now, I defeated an irregular that wanted to do you harm. I have no intention of harming you, so don't worry.
Wow.
Hmm?
What did you just do? You just took down one of Big O's lackeys with a glance! That was amazing!
It was?
Don't tell me. You have the lethal eye?
Hmm? Lethal eye? What's that?
There's no need to pretend. I already know that you have the one-winged Dark Lord sealed within you.
The one-winged... what?
Oh, I know what's going on. It all makes sense right now. Why Guillotine is the way she is and why she says things like this.
I'm not entirely sure I follow you. But are you saying that you're not afraid of me?
Afraid? Why would a member of the association fear a friend? You and I are on the same team.
If you say so. Anyway, I'll take you home, so follow me.
Wowie! To think I get to meet the one holding the seal binding the one-winged Dark Lord. This is a day for the history books. Are you going to stand there all day? Come inside.
I only promised to escort you to your house, not go inside.
I've been waiting for this day. The day when the one with the lethal eye would appear. Fate has brought you and me together. Who are we to deny it?
You've been going on about all sorts of weird stuff for a while now. I'm telling you, I'm not the one you're waiting for.
Oh, yes, you are. Whenever I spoke about the one possessing the lethal eye, who sealed away the one-winged Dark Lord and would save us from the Big O, no one believed me. They said I was making it all up and dismissed me entirely. Some of them even hit and bullied me. That's why they took me into the back alley earlier.
What?
I don't want to talk about this anymore. The important thing is that you saved me today. You used your lethal eye to defeat those organization lackeys. All of my waiting, my suffering, has finally paid off. And since you saved me, I can't send you off without thanking you in some way, can I?
If that's what this is about, then I suppose I can come inside.
I knew you'd understand. That's why you're my friend.
I have to ask, have you been bullied this entire time?
Yeah, I have. Everyone else is just jealous of my powers, that's all. I've been able to endure it, because it's all to avoid an even bigger disaster.
Can you do me a favor? For now, don't go talking about this to anyone. Lethal Eye, the one-winged Dark Lord, all that stuff.
Really? Are you sure?
I'm positive. Otherwise, the Big O might find out that you know about them. So for now, only talk about this stuff with me. I'll come here from time to time to listen.
Has it already been a year since we met? You've already surpassed me. You really are amazing.
It's only natural. After all, the one-winged Dark Lord is sealed within this body of mine. Who could possibly defeat me within the virtual combat field?
Alright. I shall now pass my title unto you. The Guardian of Balance. The one who observes the world.
Have you seen the Jarhead? Have you not seen my spectacular performance? Am I not worthy of bearing the title Guardian of Balance?
What is this? I've never seen Ingrid look like this.
Can you feel it?
Feel what?
The time has come. It is time for me to teach you my hidden technique. Teleportation.
Come again?
Watch and learn carefully. Here goes. L. Telema. Solus.
Wow. You're always teaching me new things.
Guillotine.
Hmm?
I could care less if you're muttering strange words. The fact that you've made a friend is already a step in the right direction. However, I thought you said this was urgent. You called me all the way out here for this? I skipped a meeting for this? Go back and submit a report immediately.
Wow, this really hits you in the feels.
Yeah, I can feel my blood pumping.
Guillotine, if you're familiar with Volume at all, could you possibly persuade her to sign this document with her real name?
I've told you before. I am the Reaper who leads Nikke's to death. So long as I possess the lethal eye, I cannot befriend other Nikkes. It is a most lonely fate indeed. If possible, I would have liked to fight alongside Absolute. They're said to be the strongest squad Elysion has ever formed. They are the guardians of this planet, like the mythological Cerberus guarding the gates of hell. Especially that blue-eyed little devil. Every time I see her, the one-winged Dark Lord sealed within my eye goes into a fit. However, I am glad that I at least have you.
Guillotine, since you've grown accustomed to battles in the virtual combat field, I think it's time to start some new training methods.
Like what?
Just you wait. I'll need a bit of time to prepare, so let's meet here same time tomorrow.
Alright, this is exciting.
Actually, I changed my mind. Let's change it to 2 days from now. I forgot that my parents will be home tomorrow. Are you ready?
Phew. Yes, everything is ready.
All right, then I'll install the Soul Transfer Circle. Now, Guillotine, place your hand on the Soul Transfer Circle and close your eyes. When you do, your soul will travel to another world. A world under threat from the Big O is calling for you. For Guillotine, the hero.
Damn those Big O scum. Is putting one world in danger not enough for them? Alright, there's no time to waste. Chloe, send me to that other world immediately.
All right, then. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, there was a fertile land where flowers perennially bloomed in their full glory. The people of the land spent their days breathing in the scent of these flowers, carried by the warm breeze. And they lived happily. Are you ready?
Yes. Send me back to the moment where I join forces with the blue-eyed little devil and hunt down the monsters. To think I'll be able to fight side by side along with the other Nikkes. The adventures in this world are so much fun.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. It makes all the time it took to prepare it worth it. Alright, Guillotine. Let's continue our adventure in this other world. Our exploits will one day be recorded in the Ice Dragon Saga. Shall we start?
Actually, I do have a question. Why did you set up the soul transfer circle outside today?
What a silly question. Your soul has now reached the front of the Demon King's castle. Soon, the final battle with the White Ice Dragon will take place. It's only fitting that we have a suitably large stage to match the grandeur of the situation.
I hadn't thought that far ahead. You're as perspicacious as ever, Chloe.
Come to think of it, Guillotine. Before we start the adventure, there's something you should know.
What is it?
Not just anyone can enter the Demon King's castle. The entrance only opens to those with the courage to move forward. Keep that in mind.
Only those with the courage to move forward. I'll remember that.
Alright, let's begin the adventure!
Is that Ingrid? Sorry, but I've got to take this call. I'm supposed to go on an adventure. I'm busy. Fine. There's an irregular nearby? Where? Fine, I'll be right over.
What is it?
Chloe, stay somewhere safe. The adventure will have to wait.
On to our next story. A mass shooting took place in the city last night around 9 p.m. Current reports state that 8 citizens were killed and more than 20 seriously injured. Citizens have gathered at the scene to voice their anger.
Guillotine. Chloe is currently in a coma. She went outside saying she left her notebook, the Ice Dragon Sage, she called it, and got into an accident. I'm sorry to have to tell you this.
Okay, so it actually makes a lot of sense now that I see a little bit more background with what happened here. Okay, so from what I just seen from that cutscene, oh, are these supposed to? Oh my gosh, these are like the fragments from Cinderella's event that you could go to.
Frigid world.
Right?
One of foreboding and desolation.
Oh, it is. Okay, so what I saw is the reason why now, and I'm sure anybody that watches this put it together themselves too. That she acts like that is because of Chloe. She was never like this before, like the way she talks and everything. She never used to be like that. I'm assuming she grew on Chloe because Chloe was really the only one that really opened her up, I guess, to the world, so to say. Because you gotta understand, Extrinsic Squad is like that one squad that they can't have relationships because it's not that they don't want to. It's just that the nature of what their job is, prevents them from, you know, having a friendship or finding love or something like that, you know? Hey, thank you for the follow. I much appreciate it. LOLG? Is that how you pronounce your name? Welcome on in. And 2 more? Hey, let's get it. I much appreciate it. But welcome on in. I'm doing currently the Ice Dragon Saga event story. LOLG, I got it right? Hey, let's get it. But yeah, I was just talking about how I know why Guillotine acts the way she does now. It makes a lot of sense now, seeing it like this. Let's see.
Are you ready to set off on our adventure, partner?
So yeah, this all has to coincide with Guillotine's past, which I kind of understood a little earlier, but now it makes even more sense as to what's going on in this world of Guillotine's nymph, you know, and what it shows here.
I can feel it. The call of fate.
But see, Guillotine's still saying something about hesitating. So I'm assuming something more happened during that irregular encounter that Guillotine experienced. It's gonna go into it, I'm sure, too.
Partner, I can feel it. The call of fate.
I want to read all the memories before I get into the story. Okay. Looks like that's all the memories so far. Okay. Let's get into it. And then Guillotine's finally seeing the memories of, Maiden is seeing Guillotine's memories now.
A frigid world. One of foreboding and desolation.
I'm enjoying this story a lot. Like I said, I love that Shift Up does things like this with event stories. You know, they show it in a way that's not always so serious, but they do it in a way that it gets like the point across of what happened, right?
It's time to sing.
So LOLG, you a Nikke fan? I love Nikke.
Let me recharge my mana. Does anyone need a potion?
How do I look now, Prince?
Am I beautiful?
Okay, so we got the last stage here for like the time being at least, because then after that we got 2 more stages. I might actually just purchase the extra turns just to finish it up. I think I can do that. I think I'll do that, because we are at the end, you know, so might as well go all out, right?
There you are. Let's go back. Guillotine?
Ingrid. This is because of me. I hesitated, and Chloe got hurt, and people died. I knew that Nikke was irregular, and anything she said was complete gibberish. I knew that, and yet I still hesitated. Now look at what's happened. Innocent people are dead, and there's panic in the streets. And Chloe, my only friend, was injured, and I'm the one to blame.
Sorry about that. I sneezed.
This is all my fault. All of it.
Guillotine, I told you. It's time to go back.
Go back? Go back to where? To Extrinsic? Back to the old routine? I couldn't even complete the one mission assigned to me. I wasn't able to protect the only friend I had left. Now there's nothing left for me. What do I have to go back to?
So then, will you remain standing still? Will you not move forward?
I told you. There's nothing left for me. Where would I go? For what?
Stop prevaricating and answer my question! I ask you again. Will you stand still? Or will you move forward? Because of this incident, the higher-ups have determined that you need backup. They've decided to assign a new recruit to the Extrinsic Squad. Guillotine. If you're feeling lost and directionless, just make sure the new recruit doesn't suffer through the same things you've had to. Perhaps in doing that, you might find the answers you seek. Also, I'm your superior. Whatever actions you take, I'll bear full responsibility. Don't try to take on every single burden by yourself. How's Maiden doing?
Can I ask you something, Ingrid? Is the way I speak weird? Maiden apparently got fed up with me and ran off.
I believe she just needs some time to get adjusted. And the result?
She passed. Maiden completed the mission on her own. Now she's capable of operating Sans Mi without any issue. Having said that, she's clearly still lacking compared to what I'm capable of. I'm worried.
What's the matter?
Maiden hasn't come out of her room all day. She seems to be playing some kind of video game. She's not sleeping, that much is for certain. I wonder if she's okay.
This is all your fault for introducing her to bad habits.
She's blaming the commander.
I was worried there for a minute.
Ugh.
Ingrid, are you listening? Ingrid.
What is it this time?
Maiden finally made a friend. Not an online one, but face to face. She's been meeting up with them quite often lately.
No wonder I haven't been able to get in touch with her. I must say, though, Guillotine, that you seem a bit sad.
What? Don't be ridiculous. This body of mine is more than capable of carrying the burden of this lonely destiny which has been thrust upon it. I do not need Maiden to bear this suffering. That's precisely the thing I'm designed to prevent.
I think thou doth protest too much.
What did you just say, boss?
Very well. I'll say it again. Orders have been handed down from a high-ranking official in the central government. There are individuals plotting a terrorist attack in the Ark. We are to deploy the Extrinsic Squad to apprehend the targets as quickly as possible. After which, you are to hand them over to the central government forces under the MMR branch.
Why don't you leave this mission to me? I don't see any reason for Maiden to be involved. I can handle this on my own.
These individuals you speak of, are they really the Electric Shock Squad?
Yes. Your next targets are Elig and Trony. How's Maiden doing?
Ever since she failed her mission, she's been locked up in her room.
I see.
What happens next?
She is prohibited from returning to the Extrinsic Squad unless her memory is wiped. Per the higher-ups' orders.
So she'll lose all her memories? Ingrid, I have a favor to ask. If you can prevent them from erasing Maiden's memories, I'll carry out all of our future missions on my own. I'll hold myself fully responsible for her actions from here on out. Just please, whatever you do, don't have them wipe her memory.
You say you'll take responsibility for her actions. Do you know the ramifications of what you're saying?
Of course.
Have you found an answer as to where you're going and what you're working towards?
to you.
I understand. Although it will be impossible for her to return to her squad. I'll do what I can to prevent her memories from being erased.
Thank you. And Ingrid, just in case, if an irregular emerges that even I can't handle, would there be a chance that Maiden could be reinstated?
If you were incapable of handling the situation on your own, then yes, there is a high likelihood that could happen.
What about if I become an irregular?
Although I doubt that would happen. If someone with special abilities like you became an irregular, Maiden would be the only one capable of containing you. The top brass would have no choice but to reinstate her. You're not thinking of doing anything rash, are you?
Rash. I may be beyond saving, and will fall victim to the winter's bane within my heart. But I can at least prevent the White Ice Dragon from doing the same to my friend. There's nothing reckless about that, is there?
Let's finish it with a flourish.
Wow. It's,
Anyone need a potion?
oh man, the feels these past couple of days. My goodness. First Honkai Impact, third 7.9 main story that just happened yesterday. Ground Us 2 story that just happened yesterday, and now this. There's been a lot of feels this Christmas. My goodness. I'm telling you. A lot of tragedy and heartbreak. I'm not even joking. It's...
Wait, what is this?
You must carry out your duty, Maiden. If I am consumed by the One-Winged Dark Lord, and I become an irregular, you must eliminate me and become a hero of the Ark.
Yes. You're right. As part of the Extrinsic Squad, I am duty-bound to defeat you. I must know how to distinguish between professional and personal affairs. I must keep my composure and do what must be done for the sake of the Ark. But...
the summer event.
But... what is the point of being a hero if it means I can't extend my hand to you? I didn't like you at first. You know that. Whether it was the One-Winged Dark Lord or the Lethal Eye, I didn't have a clue what you were talking about half the time. I knew you were doing that to hide the pain inside you. It felt to me that you were pretending not to be lonely. I saw my own weakness reflected in you, and that made me hate you even more. But you were different from me. Even after you'd gone through such a terrifying ordeal, you didn't stop. You came all the way here for my sake, to save me. So you must keep going. I feel such an intense regret at having ever disliked you. So please, I'm asking you, don't stop. Keep going. You're the protagonist of this story. Stop copying the stories you heard from Chloe. Write an ending to this story. Not for me, not for Chloe, for you. Break this curse that the White Ice Dragon has buried deep within your heart. Don't do it for anyone else but yourself. Those who act according to their own beliefs are the true warriors. So Guillotine, now is the time you move forward.
Maiden? Are you all right? Why didn't you defeat me?
Good question. I guess I don't have what it takes to be a secret agent for the central government. Also, you said so yourself. You wanted to enter the first dungeon and continue your adventure. Let's do it as a party. Let's defeat the White Ice Dragon together. After all, an adventure is something you do with those you care about.
Got me a little choked up there at the end with that one. Not gonna lie. Got a little choked up at the end there. Oh wow, look at all these memories.
Are you ready to set off on our adventure, partner?
Okay, let's see.
I can feel it. The call of fate. A frigid world. One of foreboding and desolation. Are you ready to set off on our adventure, partner? I can feel it. The call of fate. A frigid world. One of foreboding and desolation. Are you ready to set off on our adventure, partner? A frigid world. One of foreboding and desolation.
I'm just taking a look at the memories really quick. And I am actually going to complete it. All of it today. Aronia. Who's Aronia?
I can feel it. The call of fate. A frigid world. One of foreboding and desolation. I can feel it. The call of fate. to set off on our adventure, partner? I can feel it. The call of fate. A frigid world. One of foreboding and desolation.
Okay, let's go finish it up then. This was a very emotional ride, I'll tell you that. It has been very emotional. It's been a very emotional week for gaming for me. Jeez. So much like heartbreak and everything that I've been like seeing in a lot of oh yeah, let me go this as well. But yeah, it's been a lot of it. Jeez.
A frigid world. One of foreboding and desolation.
This is supposed to be the holidays? I haven't experienced so much of these sad stories. Like I said, Impact 3rd. Brown Dust 2. Now this, like, really hitting the feels. Like, no joke. It's like, I'm still trying to get over what happened in Impact 3rd. I'm not going to be recovered from that for quite a while, in fact. At least with Brown Dust 2, I mean, yeah, it was sad, but you know, they're alive. But like, damn, still, it was sad to see what happened. Nonetheless, you know, I was actually kind of tearing up at the end of this one. I really was. Like seeing them together in Extrinsic, you know.
Our adventure starts now.
And like while I was reading that too, they've always wanted a place to belong. Okay, guys, the final chapter or story to say of A Dragon Saga. Let's get it.
Is that the Ice Dragon Saga? It's been a while.
I'm willing to bet that opening this notebook will summon the final boss. Guillotine, our strategy hasn't changed.
I take the front, you take the rear. I remember.
Good. Let's do this.
Yes. Let's see the ending to this story.
Let the battle begin!
Maiden, I'm counting on you.
Don't you worry. Just focus on advancing. The head is probably its weak point. Get close and destroy it. I'll draw its attention for you.
Justice, fallen upon the infallible boundary, appears now as an intangible distortion. Final flame explosion! What an explosion! It's a work of art.
Vesti,
I told you she and I would come along once we were done cleaning up the village.
volume!
Hey there, hero. I'll cover Maiden and Vesti. Don't worry about things over here. Bang!
This is the end, White Ice Dragon!
If that commotion near the castle is any indication, I'd say the final battle has begun. No need to thank me. I've wanted to give Siwin a piece of my mind for some time now. What about you? Don't you want to join in? It could very well be the last battle. You've come this far, after all. Are you sure you won't regret it?
Hey, look at this boss.
Let me recharge my mana.
I can't wait to fight this boss in the challenge mode. Not challenge mode, you know. I would have loved to face this boss in solo raid. Looks like a fun boss too. I love the design of it.
Did we defeat it?
No, don't say that. When you say stuff like that. That means the second phase isn't far behind. Everyone, prepare for battle. This time, we must defeat this beast once and for all.
No. I'll take care of the White Ice Dragon. I'll be the one who ends this story. If you're all right with that.
Try and end it with a flourish. Then, we'll go back together.
Worry not, Ice Rose. I, Guillotine de Mephisto, will not lose to a creature such as this. I will show you all the finest ending there is. Have at you, Ice Dragon! It's time to bring this saga to a close! I'd say so. That White Ice Dragon was no match for me.
What are you talking about? You only defeated that thing by the skin of your teeth. If we hadn't arrived when we had, the Winter's Bane would have engulfed the entire world by now.
Well, an adventure is more exciting when it's a close call, don't you think?
You're not wrong. It did make for an enjoyable adventure. Huh? Already? But I haven't received my reward for defeating the final boss yet. I get to marry the commander and live happily ever after. That's the best part. And it hasn't even happened yet. I see. It's probably better to be marrying you in real life anyhow. I'll head back and file the marriage certificate.
You did well, partner. It's a real relief. Maiden may act a bit strange at times, but she's finally gained the courage to move forward again. It's a real weight off my shoulders. I'll be right behind you. Well then, are we the only ones left?
That we are.
I only have one thing to ask you. Was this a good story, Chloe? Or should I say, ink?
did you figure out it was me?
How could I, Guillotine de Mephisto, not figure it out? I know full well this isn't reality. That it's a world created inside a simulation.
Then why didn't you exit the simulation sooner? Why go through all this trouble?
Because I wanted a chance to finish the story I couldn't before. I thought hoping for such a perfect ending was asking too much. But here we are. Anyway, Ink, I wanted to thank you, too, for giving me an opportunity to conclude this story.
You want to thank me? Huh? I didn't expect to hear you say that. I'm not entirely sure how to react. I don't know what to do, so I'll end the simulation here. Oh, by the way,
Yes?
if you ask me, I'd say this was a fine story. Goodbye. Simulation clear.
Okay, well, time to read. Oh, wait. I was about to say, time to read what they all have to say. Well, let me do this. Since I did clear it, let me do that. There we go.
The sound of the song of victory.
Still gotta clear it, right? And so I gotta wait, yeah, till December 18th unlocks hard mode, which, as we all know, the last stage always has an ending to it as well, which I'll be doing too. And let me go read what they all gotta say.
Are you ready to set off on our adventure, partner?
You know, I'm kind of surprised that Maxwell didn't make an appearance here. There they go again. But yeah, it's kind of shocking I didn't see her. Thought she'd be here. Oh, it's a good thing I read those memories, because they all disappeared. Oh, let's go back.
Frigid world.
We'll lead them
One of foreboding and desolation.
to their devices by the bonfire.
I can feel it. The call of fate.
Look at them all. Who's this guy? Oh, here she is. Got Frima waking up here. I love how Uma is just still at it over there.
I can feel it. The call of fate.
So yeah, I mean, I'm kind of surprised I don't see Maiden here.
Frigid world. One of foreboding and
I thought maybe she'd
desolation.
stay around, you know? Well, I guess it's supposed to follow how the story went, where she did leave it, right? I would have liked her to have been here, though.
Are you ready to set off on our adventure, partner?
But what do you guys think of the story? I enjoyed it a lot. I had a lot of fun with it over the course of these 3 days of streaming it and posting it on YouTube. It's been fun. Honestly, I really love this story. Yet again, Shift Up did deliver a really, really fantastic Christmas event. Christmas story, I should say. And also, I got to know more about Guillotine and Maiden. And also, we got to see them become closer now as friends, even more so.
I can feel
You know?
it. The call of fate.
But we'll see what happens if if Guillotine's words still get to Maiden from time to time. But other than that, I don't think their bond is going to be breaking anytime soon, you know? I think they're going to be closer after this as a squad. But yes, fantastic story. I love the map. Besides everything else, how
Give me your command.
everything ended,
A frigid world.
hats
One
off.
of foreboding
Can't wait for next year's Christmas event story. So, without further ado, there you have it. The conclusion of the Ice Dragon Saga. So, that's it. I don't know what else to say. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, I think she actually dropped. Let me see. Did Guillotine's new battlesuit drop now? Let me see really quick. Oh, what's this? Oh, it did. Hold up. New device column. Oh, it's Guillotine. They chose Guillotine. Okay, so last it was actually Maiden last. I did do all of Maiden's episode viewing stages. I didn't do it for a stream or a video, however, but I did do them, and I really, really enjoyed them. Maiden, in all honesty, like I said from the very beginning when I first saw Maiden in this game, I really loved her overall design. I didn't know where she would fit in with the story at that time, obviously, but even when I didn't get to like the later stages in the main story, like I did see she made appearances with Guillotine here and there, but like more of her story and her relationships that she had overall was actually in event stories more than anything. Even with the commander too, like there was a lot of it was just in event stories, and even stories like these, for example, these episode viewings, like even more so with these as well. Other thing too is I'm not sure if you can view these in archives or anything, like the ones that were unlocked, because I didn't find them. I wasn't able to find any area in archives where I could like view these again. So I'm assuming that these are like one-time things that if you don't, I guess, do them, then I guess we're gonna have to like either wait or, you know, see what's going on with that. Because like I said, I haven't been able to find any like place in the archives where you could find them. I tried, like I did look for them, but I couldn't find them anywhere. So like if we go in here, oh yeah, here's the Christmas guys. I'm not sure if I really saw the Christmas or admired this. Like, I love these Christmas events. Like, look how pretty this is. Isn't it crazy considering we just had like the anniversary event, right? And it was all decked out, fireworks and everything, and then all of a sudden we went straight into the Christmas. Isn't that crazy? And look at that. Look at it. Oh, there's Guillotine. Okay, isn't that crazy though? Went straight into the Christmas look for it. We need like a really big Christmas tree right here. We need a big one right here, right near the snowman. But yeah, so let me go into the command center really quick. I just want to also just check again. Maybe they added something to it or you know what I mean? Okay, it would be in Recollection, if I'm not mistaken. This is actually where it would be located, if anything. Okay, so yeah, I am actually going to be doing Chapter 32. I'm probably not going to get to Chapter 33, but I am going to do 32. Just so you guys know that. Okay, brief encounter. Okay, so these are the stories that you meet with, like, the Nikkes outside of the base. Those types of stories. Okay, so... Also, like I said, guys, I am going to be doing the Christmas event here again. I don't know when I'll get to it. However, I am going to do it again just for, you know, just to do it because it is the holidays. And this story was really nice as well to go through. Plus, there was a lot of, like, side things you could do in this story that they did incorporate, which I was very impressed with last year. Also, this was the story that when Guillotine was referring to with the Electric Squad, what happened. This is actually the story right here. So, just so you guys know that. So that's what she was referring to. We also have Scarlet's New Year's story. This was sad. This broke my heart. This one right here. Had to do with her old squad and somebody that she was very close to in it. It's very sad. All the summer events. All these memories, I'm telling you. At some point I'm going to do this again just because this was a fantastic story. Like a lot of these were really nice, but there were ones that stood out like a ton. Example, Overzone still is one of those that's always going to stand out to me too. We also have the event quest, and I'm really happy that they're adding these now. This was very special to me. You know how much I love Modernia or Marion. This is an incredible story they had. I still think back on what happened with Marion, where we had to leave her with the pilgrims, and seeing that one, you know, the ending scene with Marion and how she was, made me tear up. It did. But we all know that Marion's all well and fine now. But like at that time, yeah, that actually it broke me. It broke me to see her that way. You know, it was hard to watch because she was crying so much, and it was really, really hard to watch it happen. And I'm not gonna say it in case anybody watches this video and doesn't know and would like to know. You can always find it online, but I'll redo this event too as well sometime in the future. But yeah, this there was like that one cutscene that and it was in the main story, I believe, though. However, that one cutscene that actually was what broke me when it happened. But other than that, we're gonna check out Guillotine's new battle suit really quick because it did just drop, and then I'll hop on over to, well, let's see. Well, I'm going to make this a video in itself. So, as you guys all know, what I usually do with my YouTube videos is a little bit different. So, I stream them, right? And then I break them into 2 separate VODs for YouTube. However, if you want to catch the entire thing right on through, you can catch my Twitch videos. And you can watch the entire thing just straight on through if you want to. However, I do video edit some things here and there when it comes to my YouTube videos. I don't take out a lot because, in all honesty, a lot of the dialogue and everything is actually really important. So when it comes to a lot of the gacha games, that's what I mean with this when I say this. A lot of the gacha games, like I play like Honkai Impact 3rd, Nikke, for example, here, I can't really just skip around as how I normally would do if I did a series like that was something other than a gacha game. You know what I mean? Like, say Elden Ring, like in Elden Ring, you know, half the time in Elden Ring I was running around, and that video editing is just more along the lines of me, you know, just cutting myself running around. But anyway, that's all I really wanted to say with it. So let's go check out Guillotines. So this is Guillotine's new battle suit. Winter Slayer, it's called. It is a water-based, by the way. It is water-based. So if you have a water team or a water elemental team, this would go perfect for it.
Any hero worth their salt has numerous stalwart comrades by their side. Tell me, partner, are you a fitting companion for me?
And yes, she does use a sword. This is her unique weapon for it. There it is. It's pretty crazy, right? Though I do love the outfit, and seeing her hair this long, I really love it. I really love the ponytail look to it. I love it a ton. Look how she holds the sword too, behind her back.
The radio tower. They say a sage lives cloistered within its walls. That sage, known as Exia, is said to know everything about this other world. Such serenity in this world. A place untouched by the winter curse.
But this is her. So if you want to go for her, there she is. She's up and running in the banner.
When that
day comes,
I'm
you
not
must
too
defeat me
sure.
along with my companion Ice Rose.
I'm not too sure if I'm gonna go for her or not because we still have the New Year's going on. So I might skip Guillotine in this case. The only reason why I even went for Maiden too was, yes, you know how I love Maiden, right? But like the real reason behind it too was also because I wanted an electric supporter for her. And she does do a great amount of damage from what I've heard and seen. Like, you know, and that's why I had her with Cinderella's team now. That was the entire reason why I did it that way. Let me go equip this, by the way. There we go. Do 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 do. Sorry. It's such a catchy little tune. Okay, so we got that going for us. I wonder if the background well, let me see here. The oh no, those more. Okay, never mind. I just remembered. I'll be collecting those. It was the soundtracks. That's what I was referring to. I wanted to see the different types of soundtracks. But with that, guys, on that note, sorry I got a little bit carried away at the end. Just wanted to show you guys and talk about a little bit of some things here. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Ice Dragon Saga. Obviously, the hard mode, the last stage of that has the, obviously, that hidden ending to it. But I had fun. I loved it. I can't wait for next year. And gonna get ready for the New Year's banner pulls. Gonna see what's going on with that. And I think, well, next Nikke video, yeah, it's going to be in the main chapter. So I'll see you all in the next one, guys. Stay safe and healthy out there, and I'll catch you then.